Good morning. There we go. My microphone's working now. I didn't save a windrower? How dare I not have saved a windrower? So that's 9.36. Make sure I didn't save it over something else yesterday. Not yesterday, but... Okay. This feels almost done windrowing. I said the next thing I was going to buy was a field, and then I took this contract without borrowing items and realized I'm missing a windrower. I can't finish the contract. See, I missed mowing some of the grass too. Oh well. Should I bring the mower back and finish it? I think I should bring the mower back and finish it. This early in the game, that might be enough of a difference. Need to reorganize our storage here. I used to store this stuff on the dirt. Why did I move everything off the dirt? What's that? Did we need that much more room? I don't think so. Honestly, I'm probably using up more fuel than we will get out of that little bit of grass I'm gonna mow, but whatever. Funny the pattern it leaves when you're mowing a little line like that. Interesting. It won't mow a straight, or it won't leave the grass in a straight area. Should have done that before windrowing. I smell waffles. Thinking, where else can we store those round bales? What if we... So let's get a funny angle up here as well. What if we store them at the bottom of the hill here? It's a pretty flat area down here. See if we can store them down here. Maybe we'll do that. Make a little more room up here for equipment. What do we have for contracts? Holy smokes, lots. Except, uh, except. Which one of those cultivators is wider? That's the wrong button. I'll get the right button. 8 meters for that one, 6 meters for this one. So, the one that pays more is actually a narrower cultivator. So, I'm going to cheat a bit. Oh, I'm muted. Well, darn it. Hey, Jax. Oh, what kind of bale is that? Is that hay bale? Fruit type grass. What? It looks like a hay bale to me. Okay, it says hay on there when we test it. Okay. So we got one more hay bale for ourselves. Cool. How do you enter 2 times? Just like that. Get every last bit of grass we can get. Hey, Marka. Eating waffles, so if you see me pause like that, taking a big bite. Come on. Okay. Do this a little different, isn't it? Hey, Don. Don is interested as well. Take another bite of my waffle. Go. Now, the outside row always makes a bunch more bales because I windrow everything further into the field. I go around the field several times. I'm sure I am visible. I am visible. I'm sure. See? Just says I'm showing up invisible. Like, I'm visible. I am here. Just pokes me to make sure I'm here. Thinks she's funny. I'm just waking up, so I'm not sure yet how I am. But so far, I've got no complaints. We ordered some masks. Not masks, respirators. We ordered some respirators. So we can deal with the smoke a bit better. You've been up for 4 hours. Got up a lot earlier than we did. Jess said she didn't sleep super well. She kept waking up at night. So they did a study that links COVID to forest fire smoke. We've been seeing a spike in cases in the area here, and I'm like, why are we having a spike in cases here all of a sudden? We've got forest fires here. So where was the study done? Reno, Nevada. That COVID cases picked up when there's forest fire smoke. And we've had so much smoke. Apparently it damages our lungs more that we pick up the bug easier. Morning, James. So it's got something to do with the smoke pollution particle size and the COVID particle size. It's a really in-depth study. Jess was reading up on it. It's like, huh, like that makes sense why we're having a spike in the Okanagan now because of all the forest fires. So if you're living in smoke, wear that mask. I've ordered a respirator so I can, whenever I'm driving through the thicker smoke, I can put a respirator on. It's not going to get here till the middle of the week, so I'll have to do one more week, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting study. Honestly, we have thicker smoke than they have right now, than the picture you just shared. Because we can literally see, I don't know, 500 meters? Player from somewhere, absolutely. Another person entered for the PC Mac digital version of the game. Anyone else watching or watching later on? Join us live to be entered. I know had a couple of questions asking to be entered after the live stream ended. It's got to be live. And most of the streams happen on Saturday mornings. Sounds good, player. That reminded me of CB and VHF talk. We always say, call each other drivers. Thank you, driver. Here we can say, thanks, player. Yeah, this smoke is just, it's been around for weeks now and it's not letting up. Some days are better than others, but every day is smoky, depending on wind direction and if there's enough heat to keep the smoke down or not. It's been bad. It's been non-stop bad. So yeah, James, when you're outside working in the smoke, just remember you're more susceptible to getting the virus. According to one study anyway. I think more studies need to be done, but it makes sense. The study makes sense to me. Okay, so they said that the SARS-2 virus had made the smoke. People had done the study on SARS-2 with the forest fire smoke, and they're like, well, if that affected SARS, let's do a study and see if it affects COVID, and they're finding a lot of evidence that it does. Yeah, if you can get out of here and hide in the coast, it's probably better. It sounds like the study says it's the particle size of the smoke pollution that damages our lungs or something like that. Do you want to share a link to the article and read all about it? There we go. Thanks. I, I, when you read articles that share their sources, I always think that's a real article. Here's my sources. This is why we wrote the article and the conclusions we came up with. Here's all our sources. You can go study it for yourself if you would like more info. Looks like it's a good study. Not all studies are good studies. Not quite enough grass to finish one more bale. Oh, right. I'll get to the right one here eventually. Yeah, there's a lot of contracts. There's cultivating, fertilizing, transporting. Morning, Ghost Bear. Yeah, because we're kind of low on money because I've had to buy a windrower. Fertilizer's all up here. So is the tractor. So yeah, I'll need to bring the quad up here. And in the future, you don't need to bring your quad down there. You can take the side-by-side as well. I bought the side-by-side as well. Ah, yeah, I can stop and help out the chickens first. Sounds good. What do I really not know? Oh, the clip feature on the bottom. I don't know. I saw that. Yesterday was the first time I saw that button on the bottom. I don't know what it does. Hey, Noah. Uh, Almost like you as a viewer can make your own video. So you could collect clips and make your own video? Maybe? Noah, your avatar is so simple, but so good. Just a gold N? I have not seen that before. Some magic happens between picking up the bale and wrapping it. Definitely some magic happens there. I have some texture maps downloaded on here, and something happens when you pick this up because the texture changes for a second before getting wrapped. Check this out. As I pick it up, it turns from that cool looking grass bale into a straw looking bale. Just a texture pack thing. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense actually. I think we just need to be aware of that and go, oh, we're in smoke, we need to take extra precautions. Anyone watching my regular YouTube videos has heard me coughing a lot of extra on the videos. I think the study also mentions that usually it's 6 days after you've been exposed to the smoke that you're more susceptible to the virus, which would indicate you need a few days of damaged lungs to be more susceptible to it. I like that this wrapper tips the bales over and then they can't roll away. Yeah, it's getting kind of warm in here. It's not a super fast wrapper, but it gets the job done. Ooh, I like the idea of weather or showers. Here, it's just very, very, very thick smoke. The forecast said today would be clear of smoke. They lied. So hopefully that means that the forecast is just a day late. Tomorrow will be clear. Because they do have rain in the forecast for us tomorrow, which I'm not going to believe until I see it, but man, would that be nice. That would be so nice. Oh, okay, so you can make a 15-second clip of it and share that clip. So, is this an attempt to make YouTube more TikTok-ish? To make TikTok, short clips viral? What does the in-game forecast say? Rain by 1800. But maybe tomorrow will be enough sunshine to cut our own grass and make it into hay. Oh yeah, lots of plus plus tomorrow. So I should mow. So I can't really cut it tonight though, because it's going to rain tonight. If it wasn't raining tonight, I would cut it tonight. But I could hit the plus plus, or cut it, get up early in the morning tomorrow and cut it tomorrow morning, and then tether it. We'll see if that forecast changes. If the plus plus stays there, because that changes too. It can also rain when the forecast hasn't called for it either. They've made the weather forecast in-game a lot more realistic. Bless. I like the idea of a test clip. So what does that, where does that send me? Rain by. So I just got this tiny little clip here. And if I click on it, then I can start watching from the beginning. So it will only play that short clip, but if I click on the bar, then I can watch the whole video. Interesting. It's the last bale. And that's a hay bale there, which we'll collect right away. Just we'll bring the trailer down, collect the one bale, and then we'll come back and collect the rest. So if someone shares a clip in the middle of my video, I should be able to see on my YouTube a real spike on that 15 to 60 seconds. I don't know, would you still get monetized on those clips? I don't know. Just finished some kind of contract. Ah, our fertilizers are all missing, so yes, fertilizer. She's been fertilizing. Okay, so when I go to live stream, I could disable the clip, and so far it only works on live streams. Okay, yeah. You've seen it on other videos? Jess says she's been seeing it on other videos. Okay, you say it sounds like maybe hour-long videos, longer than an hour. It's early going. I'm sure they're going to make a lot of changes. I saw the clip feature on a video that had been live streamed 3 days earlier. Okay, so my Abbotsford video, and it's not quite an hour long. It's 54 minutes long, and it's got the clip feature on it. I don't know. I don't know why some videos have it. This is hay. Hay, that's straw. Okay, so this is our hay right here. Yeah, the other thing is shorts. You can now make shorts, which is also aimed at TikTok. Once we own this field, I'm smoothing this road out a bit. Some funny bumps on it. I'm gonna bring in these. Bales to barn. What's the fastest way to the barn? I think this way. Farmer Joe! Because that's the barn right down there. Right there, center of the screen. That's where we're headed. I think the grass grows fast enough that you could get 2 harvests out of it in the summer. Depending on how much rain you get, stuff like that. It looks like FS22 forces you to do 3-day seasons, so let's see how that goes. I like 6-day seasons much better. Hang on now. I'm not going to be able to find you that easy, huh? What's the easiest way? Oh yeah, I can't do live comments anymore, but I should be able to go to any of my videos, find a mark a comment, and click on there. And then playlists. So it doesn't show us any playlists, so I'm not seeing any clips. I'm like, I wonder if we would be able to see your clips. So no. Yeah, I was just wondering if it forces you to share your clips publicly or if you could still keep it private. So you're still 100% private. There we go. I'm like, are you gonna fold up or not? You gonna sit there? %85%. Do I need to bring? Shoot, I should have looked at what percentage it was before. How many bales do I need to bring? I don't want to sell extra bales. But bring the whole load, unload outside, and then bring in a couple at a time. I want to keep as many for myself as possible. So the Massey Ferguson that Jess was driving that we saw for a second there is a little bit more horsepower than this, but not much. Just 2 or 3 horsepower more. But for the most part we have the same horsepower tractor. We've got 2 tractors now. Kind of nice. If people would start consistently joining in game, we'd probably buy them a tractor as well. But the goal is to buy more property now. And it's what, 150 grand, something like that. We had 50 grand saved up, and then I needed to buy a windrower. But Jess is making us money. We started today at 5 grand, now we're at 10 grand, so oh, there she is. Yeah, refill it up here for now because we got lots of it up here. Refill it up here, and if we run out on the bottom, feel free to buy some on the bottom. Okay. Goal is not to sell all these, but we'll see if we're forced to or not. Hopefully I bring some of them back up. I hadn't parked far enough apart. You have to back in perfectly straight. It'll only load the right one. You have to back in. But she accidentally loaded herbicide instead of fertilizer. So. I did separate them on purpose because that is a problem. You're loading herbicide, not fertilizer. Fertilizer's on the other side. We'll, once we buy more property, get proper shelving units for these pallets, and that'll make life a little easier. More property first, and then we'll upgrade that farm. See if we can start bringing some of the equipment and store it inside. What? That's herbicide. But I can't see. You gotta change your camera. That's fertilizer. That's solid fertilizer. So it looks like we're out of liquid fertilizer up here. I'm confused by what your pallets look like because mine, I have a texture pack for mine, so mine look different. Okay, so 85%. Let's see what 2 bales does. Shoot. Okay, bale. Watch 5,000 videos. So you have stats to see how much you watched. That's cool. And you average 40 minutes each. Wow. Oh, that finished it. Cool. No, don't collect it yet. Let's go get the rest of our bales. Where they were parked. No, just that's one there. Yeah. Cool. Could bring quite a few of these back upstairs. Well, my work hours are a lot longer than that, but yes, on average, yep. I average 60 hours a week, so. I guess 60 hours a week isn't that much more than a regular work week. And vacation. Huh? Yeah, where does that average number come from? Yeah. Plus I take vacation, so I probably take 8,000 or 2,000. Because I just did the math, and my average work would be 2,700 hours. So that average is a lot more than 40-hour work week. So average people, at least North Americans, work more than their 40 hours in a week. And a lot of Americans have 2 jobs. Hey Larry, any relation to Rempel Bros Concrete? Where is Rempel Bros Concrete located? Oh, come on, really? What? Abbotsford. Okay, so I do not have any family in Abbotsford. Because I do have family that I don't know what their jobs are, or what companies they run. There's actually both types of rempels, Marka. Almost took out the sign. Rempels and rempels are locked in a never-ending battle. By parking a little further out over here. Okay, that worked, I think. Yeah, I don't know if it was a typo or not. I'd have to Google Rempel Concrete in Abbotsford and see if it was a typo or not, but they do both exist. And much more rare is also Rompel, R-O-M-P-E-L. I think that happens more often in European countries. Where the name is still a little more accurate to the original name. I have seen it misspelled as R-A-M, P-E-L and actually be someone's name. So I guess it's not misspelt if that is their actual name, but yeah, the E-L and L-E is a misspell that happens to me a lot. The English language likes it better as a L-E. Because in Plotich, everybody pronounces it Rampel. Rolling R, Rampel. If it had ended differently, you couldn't be friends. I know there were 2 other Juans in my class in high school. I know, a school in Manitoba, and 2 other Juans in my class. And I couldn't be friends with them because they both went by John. Like, well, can't be friends. Don't take pride in your name, can't be friends, sorry. Although one of them had a really cool collection of micro cars. This is a problem. What? Really? Okay, I didn't know that. Um, people change their first names because of racism. Oh wait, Ted Cruz makes fun of someone else's first name or something like that, and his name is Raphael, not Ted. It's like you got a Spanish name, Raphael Cruz, not Ted Cruz. Don't make fun of other people's names. That's funny. Yeah, when we grew up in Manitoba, there it wasn't really a problem there, but I know when we were in Ontario, I got a lot of "Go back home, you Mexican, where you belong." I got a lot of that kind of discrimination for my name in school, and I was like, I'm not from Mexico though. But that was the go-to insult. You uneducated Mexican, go back where you belong. And yes, I'm a completely white guy. For anyone that doesn't know, I am as white as go. White, blonde haired. And I still got insulted as go back home Mexican where you belong. And the Mexican name had nothing to do with it. Hey, Apollo. Or not the Mexican name, but the Spanish name had nothing to do with the insults. It was just the fact that I was a Mennonite that looked like I had immigrated from Mexico, like a lot of them had. Kids are jackwagons. They can be. Kids are jackwagons. Kids will find a way of being mean no matter what. Some parents are so careful to choose their kid's name. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Kids are jackwagons and they'll figure a way of making fun of you. You're going to get picked on school because, like I said yesterday, did you know that kids spelled backwards still says the same thing? Kids will be kids. Jess is reminding me this is a family chat. I'm not allowed to call kids what I just did. It's family chat, family chat, family chat. I try to keep it family friendly. That way, because I've had a lot of people commenting, thank you for keeping it clean. That way I can let my kids and my grandkids watch your channel. So I try to keep it that way. The YouTube member bonus videos, I leave the CB radio and VHF radio on those. Those are no longer family friendly. Some of them even got the 18 plus logo on it. Someone said they had Chilliwack corn this week. Yep, the sweet corn from Chilliwack, it's coming in now. It's growing, so. Okay. I want to park them close together, but not so close together that we have a hard time parking them again in the future. Reorganizing the yard, at least the baling technology stuff up front here. And I'm lining up in order that you would use it on a field. Potato Jojo's? What's a potato Joe? I've never heard of potato Jojo. I brought up food first? Oh yeah, I guess I brought up waffles, so technically. Jess was just saying, making sure it wasn't her that brought up food onto Juan's food network. Potato wedges are JoJo? Never heard of that. And Jess is American, she's never heard it either. So Mark, are you just crazy? Or JoJo is a black term? Or you're asking? Is that Okay. That's done. What are we doing next? Collecting. We could sew. Let's do some sewing. Canola on field 9. 9. Oh, it's right next to us here. Cool. Okay, lengthwise slice. So you're both talking potato wedges? So potato wedges are JoJo's. It's a northwest thing. Never heard of it. Okay, so up over here, they definitely we need to keep the equipment on the off like that. But over here, this will work. Yep, this will work. But as we get further up, I don't want to continue that pattern. Seed some canola. Oh yeah, we've had potato wedges. We love potato wedges. We eat a lot of potato wedges, but we don't call them JoJo's. So we eat the same food, but we don't call them the same thing. Yeah, there might be a seasoning or deep fry that might make a different flavor, but we know what potato wedges are. Cedar. Gonna ask your family if they've had JoJo's. This is a weird shaped field. Let's set up our GPS a little differently. Okay. Set A. Set B. The what now? Oh! Oh! Right! Tonight? You guys are probably going to Meeples, but we're not going to. We're going to play a different game tonight. We're going to play Guild Wars 2. I haven't played that game in forever. So my first introduction to that game again, and is going to be on live stream, so that'll be interesting. Start a new character and see if I can remember how to play that. It's free to play now. It's got a lot less... like me having paid for the account, I have benefits over the people that get to play free now, but it's free MMO now. Oh, JoJo's have to be breaded chicken wedges. Or chicken wedges. What? Breaded potato wedges. I've never had breaded potato wedges. Apollo, do I have Euro Truck Sim? I do. Have I played it? No, I've never installed it. I own it, but I have not installed it. It was on sale for $3. I bought the base game. I've not installed it or played it. So yeah, it's potato wedges, breaded potato wedges deep fried. That is different. Okay, I'll have to try it sometime. It sounds very American, very unhealthy. Must mean it tastes really good. Starch with more starch. Starch dipped in starch and then deep fried so you can get as much grease in there as possible. What could go wrong? Paulo, you bought ETS yesterday? ETS 2 or ETS? 2. Okay, never mind. I see the 2 there now. Yeah, the game is huge if you get all the DLCs. Huge, huge game. Oh yeah, plenty of salt on those too, of course. Your arteries feel choked already. Jax, what's my favorite tractor? Okay, I have opinions. I need more information. What is your favorite small tractor? What is your favorite medium tractor? What's your favorite large tractor? Are differences. Big tractor, big bud. Gotta go with the big bud. The Stagger Case IH is pretty good too, but big bud, yes, for sure, big bud. I love um, Big Roy as well, but they've only ever made 2 of them and only one exists. Made by Versatile. And the only one that exists is parked in a museum. Go Spare says ETS is different. You're driving cab overs. You can't turn right on reds. Longer driver allowance or bigger driver allowance, 1,000+ mile deliveries, and you're driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, cab overs are still big in Europe for a simple reason that the road system in Europe is older and you have narrower, smaller roads, and there's no way a conventional truck, North American conventional truck, could fit on those roads. You need much shorter wheelbases. Like my truck is a Kenworth W900L, which means long hood. It means a wheelbase is really stretched out on my truck. That wheelbase would not do well in Europe. Like, I struggle with my wheelbase in Vancouver as it is. Yeah, you're sitting a little bit higher. Yeah. Not necessarily sitting higher, but you don't have a hood in the way either. I think you're sitting a little bit higher and you don't have a hood in the way, so you have a lot more visibility. Yep. A few days ago I had a car cut in front of me so close while driving 100 kilometers per hour that they disappeared under my hood. I'm like, what are you doing? You are suicidal. I literally can't see where you went. I know you're in front of me. So I got on the brakes pretty darn quick. My first instinct is brakes. I didn't have time for the horn. Yeah, I need a front bumper camera. I do for cars like that. So one day I'll be on YouTube pushing a car down the highway sideways while everybody's honking at me and I'm going, what? What's going on? Because you don't notice if you're pushing something in a truck this big? I, the one time, put my truck in gear and started driving and went, this load feels a little heavy. What's going on? I'm like, I was just driving and it seemed a little heavier. I'm like, what? Looking around, looking in my mirror. Oh, my parking brakes are still on. I'm just dragging the trailer. Yeah, park brakes, Marka. Yep, parking brakes were still on. You called it there. It's like I'm dragging a trailer through on a gravel road, just digging these ditches behind me. I'm like, well, I should probably turn those on, push that button so I'm not dragging those. So pushing a car It would be nothing compared to the parking brakes. Nothing. Have I ever hit something due to a blind spot? I have nudged a thing or two due to a blind spot. I have nudged over a garbage dumpster can on a yard. I'm like, oh, that's at a 45-degree angle now. I must have nicked that. And the other one was at a concrete place. All of a sudden, it's like, coming around the corner, I straighten out. I'm like, oh, I'm scrubbing against that pole. I put a scratch in the toolbox. Darn it. So, yes, I can remember twice I have had very minor encounter due to blind spots. I've had close calls where I've started merging and all of a sudden hear something honking at me. And I'm like, I don't see anything, but I hear honking, so I quickly unmerge myself and hit the brakes, and all of a sudden here comes a car. I'm like, where'd you come from? And why are you hanging out in my blind spot? A couple of days ago, I had a motorcycle. I think I told this story yesterday. Tuesday, driving north towards Williams Lake. Came up to I've been following an RV, and the RV is going 20, 30 kilometers below the speed limit. I'm like, okay, I just need to pass this thing. Motorcycle comes up behind me. I'm like, okay, I'll let the motorcycle pass once we hit the passing lane, because they're faster than me. They're just going to zoom past me, and then I'll pass this RV. So I'm like, okay, here comes the passing lane. It's 2-mile long passing lane. I'm like, okay, I'll stay behind the RV, let the motorcycle pass. Motorcycle starts passing me and disappears into my blind spot, and then doesn't reappear. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you pacing me? I know you're still there. I hope you're still there. It's like, motorcycle, go. Passing lane's going to end in 1.5 miles. You need to complete this pass so I can pass this RV. Waited. I'm like, okay. Started turning my signal lights on. It's like, okay, blinking. Blinky, blinky. No? Okay. I'm going to start changing lanes. So I very slowly, very slowly started taking the lane where the motorcycle was. I'm like, I don't see you. I know you're there. And I am slowly moving over. The motorcycle found his accelerator after that. I'm like, you're a motorcycle. Why are you hanging around beside me? Don't do that. Even if you're a car, don't do that. I was out of patience. I'm like, I've been behind this RV for so many miles. I am passing this RV. I don't know why anyone would think it's okay to hang out beside a big rig. Happens quite often. Have cars just hanging out beside you. Alien abduction. Well, it was going to be abduction of some type if he didn't get moving. But that's where you gotta control your anger and not run someone off the road. But, you know, some days you let your anger take over. Hmm? That's actually a really good idea, James. Take both of our motorcycles down to the big rig, park the big rig in a parking lot, and let's put the motorcycles in spots around the big rig and see where we can actually see the motorcycle. Because I took the photo of my pickup truck in front of the big rig, and all you could see was the A kayak sticking out. You can hide a pickup in front of a big rig. Yeah, you can hide a lot of stuff around a big rig. The biggest blind spot is, I guess depending what country you are, is the passenger side. I'll go passenger side instead of the right side. Passenger side has got a massive blind spot. That's the most dangerous place to hang out. Oh, I missed the market joke. It might be a subduction. As in the bike might go under a trailer. Subduction. That's funny. My contract is finished. Okay, fertilizing just as fertilizing. So we got cultivating, transporting, cultivating, transporting. Let's do some cultivating. Can I fit through these trees? See a gap big enough for me? Whew, just squeaked through. Apollo, the wildfires have been burning for over a month now, and they're not going to stop burning until the snow falls. That's just the type of year we have here. Oh yeah, I forgot I have my own repair spot now. I don't need to repair here. Yeah, out of control fires here. Yeah, that's a low car, so you could probably get a lot of space before that car would be visible. It's a fairly long car though. Maybe it just looks long because how low it is. Is the ZX for sale? Thought it was for sale. Not following, but no, that's what we're talking about. Park the vehicle and then take pictures from the outside. Yes, yep. Well, you could, James, if I lifted the landing gear up a little bit, you could go park underneath the trailer hitch. Oh, okay, so the car is sold, maybe. Got it. Basically, people are interested, but have not actually sold yet. Okay, so you've got a deposit on the car. The guy doesn't have a place to park the car. Cool. I know what I forgot to do. That needs to be $15. Someone wins today, they'll get $15 Steam gift card. This thing drives a lot slower, which means it's way more easy to control. I can actually drive this down the road without, you know, wiping out. What? Oh, real world? No, we're not getting much use out of our quads and kayaks. Too much smoke. Too much smoke. Old Fent. Okay, cultivating. Field 23 and 21. 21 here, 23 there. Nice. Across the road from each other. Yeah, it's an older Fent, but it's a bit bigger of a cultivator, so I borrowed the equipment from the farmer. It's not ours, we don't own this. But it's definitely got a lot more horses. Oh, the coyote dog sound makes you keep looking out of the window. It's funny. I like the birds. You hear the moaning doves. Oh yeah, I guess so. This year is going to be a real problem with coyotes and bears because of the lack of food. It's such a desert here right now that we're going to have and fires. We're going to have a lot of wildlife coming and feeding on our dumpsters. Yeah, I know animals have been bailing out. Animals are pretty good at running from fire, but I'm sure some of them have been surrounded. This might be a bit bigger of a cultivator than the one we own, but it's still going to take a long time. Yeah, wild horses are still out there. Which one? The Soyuz fire has burned 3 houses? Oh, it's like a RV. Okay. So 2 RVs in one, or 2 motorhomes in one house. Okay. 3 living quarters. How much horsepower is this tractor? 115 horses. And my tractor, 117. Yeah, we're gonna do a thing. I effectively will use my own tractor when I'm not getting paid to use my own tractor, just for GPS and for the wider cultivator. Hmm? You've been doing a lot of fertilizing. Fertilizing is good with your own tractor with a GPS now. You want to run into those bales? Okay, we can't allow Jess to drive down that road because she's going to destroy my stack of bales. Cow tipping. Yep, that'll be Jess, cow tipping. There we go. GPS setup. Not saved, just set up for this cultivator. Not really a cultivator, it's a disker. And in FS22 there will actually be a difference. The crop will be treated differently if you disked the field before or cultivated the field before. Or direct seeded. Weeds will be treated differently depending on it. So it also looks like diseases will affect your field as well. So you might get moldy corn and stuff. So there will be a little more detail like that coming to FS22 that I'm really looking forward to. There's some cool things about FS22 that I'm going to enjoy, but not having this GPS right away will be incredibly frustrating. Hopefully that mod comes out quickly. Because it took a long time for the GPS mod to come out for FS19. Yeah, something like that. So we don't know. They haven't officially said anything yet. But it's in the trailer. If you look at the trailer, FS22 trailer. Right there. You see her standing in the corn, and look, the corn's all moldy. She's distraught. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, missed that part. Look, she's holding it in her hand there. Ah, come on. And the corn has got all this mold growing on it, so... Hey, Apollo. Thanks for joining. You take care as well. So, the trailer is showing corn that's diseased. And she doesn't look happy about it. Jess has finished another field. We're at 29 grand already. So that's going to be part of the FS22 game, so I like it. A little more realism there. 37 grand. Now you have to buy a bunch of fertilizer for a bigger field. Might as well buy 2 cases right away. I guess you can just buy 1 and see how much it fills up, and then I guess. So, yeah, the goal right now is to buy another field. And it's going to be a big one because we want to build our farm here. We could get smaller fields and buy them a lot earlier. We could almost buy some of these fields now. But we want this one. It's 320 grand. So that'll be the big one, and then we'll buy a bunch of the smaller ones as we upgrade, because we want a big farmyard right across from where we are right now. Is one in Spanish and one in French? Hey, guess what? I am hungry. And now I look at the time. No wonder I am hungry. It was almost 12. How long have we been live for? 2 hours? Jess is like, yeah, that means I'm up. What lifts and lowers that rear axle? Is that... Oh, it's two hydraulic pistons. Okay. And it looks like it also has brake pods on there, so the cultivator has brakes. Cool. Started streaming 14 minutes ago. Well, if it said more than 14 minutes ago, it would be accurate. Okay, so you joined 14. No, there's no way. You've been around longer than that. You were here almost from the beginning. So that's not true. Or you joined 14 minutes into the stream. I could see that. Now I'm just waiting for the food. I said food and everybody goes, me too, and everybody bails out. Oh, you refresh the page, now it says started streaming 2 hours ago. Huh. So you have to actually refresh the page. Wait, why am I lining up there? I already cultivated that. Such a weird shaped field. When we own this field, it will be probably connected with that field. Make them into one big field and get rid of that road in between the two. Do we keep those trees or get rid of those trees? That will be the question. That's a YouTube issue. Guess I don't really have to worry about getting rid of the trees until I own the property, and then we decide. And what property is that anyway? The trees are right there, so it is on this property here. Okay, so we will be buying the trees. And these trees here, so we're gonna actually buy two groups of trees there. These trees here, we've left some of them up, but we cut a couple of them. So we only own that section right there. Well, we own down here, we have our chickens and our cabin, and then we own the outside, that's useless land. But they did that so that there's no overlap issues. Same with this useless land in between. We technically own that, but it's useless. There's no point to that. Not quite true, because this over here is where we're storing our bales now down here, so I am making use of some of this. Most of it's cliff, but on the bottom there's a little edge down there. I cut the grass, and so slight use of that one bit of free land, which is right there in front of us. So we own that cliff face and the little bit of grass between the road and the cliff face. Hence why you see the bales being stored there. And yes, some of them are wrapped in black, some of them are wrapped in white. The black ones are wrapped by the wrapper that we own. The white ones are wrapped by the borrowed equipment we borrowed from other farmers. Some of those wrap bales have fermented and are silage now. We could sell them as silage, but we'll hold on to them for a while. Hey, Milo girl. Cultivator's kind of swinging sideways up on that steep hill. I like that realism. It is so smoky outside. It's quite the view. We used to have mountains outside. Now we just have smoke. I say we have a quarter-mile visibility. It's hot and smoky here. We're in a heat wave right now. Huh, that just made me think, Marka. That study that said that COVID is more, there's more of a COVID outbreak in places where there is forest fire smoke. What about people that smoke cigarettes? Do they get COVID easier? It's a different kind of smoke, but I wonder. They have slight, what percentage of rain tomorrow? 80% of, okay, it's more likely to rain tomorrow than not. Ooh, that is good news. And then it sounds like what percentage next weekend? 40 to 60% rain next weekend as well. So we might get a little moisture. Yeah, here it's a bit cooler than it has been too. Um, 95 is still very hot, but not it's cooler than it has been. Hey, Iron Thunder. You know how? Jess is going to take a picture and figure a way of showing you guys what we see outside. Yeah, it has given us opportunity to get some very nice sunset photos. Smoke does that. Oh, cool, Iron Thunder. Yeah, they've been harvesting here early this year as well. I saw last week when I was in the US, they were harvesting fields there. A family in Manitoba says that they're harvesting there already too, so the combines are out there. No, don't start looking through all our vacation photos. Just share the one photo you just took now. Just looking at the textures and stuff. It'll be interesting what the updated textures will be for FS22. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some really cool little features for FS22 that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, my computer can run the game. If I buy the game and the computer can't handle it, I'll be forced to buy a new computer. Or not a new computer, but probably a new motherboard, processor, and RAM. Yeah, the next one will be even more real than this one. And this one already is getting pretty good at the realism. I wish the cameras or the mirrors were more useful on the inside view as well, because you can't really see what's going on behind you without turning your head. I guess in real life you would turn your head too, so. In real life I'd be able to turn my head faster. That sucks. I missed that comment, Iron Thunder, but you had a melon that was tasteless. Jess has gotten pretty good at picking out some good watermelons. Oh, so that's how you're gonna get me to chair. Let me find it. Let me find it. There's two of them. Muted. Okay. I don't know why. But that's what it looks like now. That's what it looked like when the smoke started. So this is all forest fire smoke here. And this is what we see now. Yeah, Mark, I'm pretty picky on watermelons, but yeah, it's smoky. That smoke is all moved down into the valley, It's supposed to be pretty, but this is all we're getting now. We're getting smoke. Smoke, lots and lots of smoke. Yeah, because of the white smoke. Uh, in the winter, when you have fresh white snowfall, get that really blinding snow glare. We're having that blinding smoke glare. Smoke glare. I like watermelons when they are just right. They have to have just the right flavor and the right consistency to be really good. My favorite watermelons are ones that grew up in our own garden and are picked at just the right time as they're that perfect ripeness. Because if you pick them in your own garden, you don't pick them early and they get all that sweet, really good flavor. In stores, they've all been picked early and they've ripened in the store waiting to be purchased, so, or during transportation. Best watermelon is a fresh, ripe watermelon out of a garden. In a store, they're either not sweet enough or they've started rotting. And I don't like either of those. I should plant a Reese cup and see what comes up. Yeah, I guess that goes for any fruits and vegetables. They just taste so much better when you pick them at that perfect ripe point out of your own garden. Or bought at a local fruit stand when they're picked at the right time and not picked early. Yeah, Jess goes, when you go down to the tropics and actually eat tropical fruit the way they should taste, coming back to Canada, all of a sudden you can't buy the fruit again and go, you can't enjoy it anymore because now you know what it really tastes like when it's actually ripe. Oh, you guys grow pears there as well? Cool. They're losing their branches. It's not a good sign. Are you guys really dry there as well? Yeah, we have um, cherries, different kinds of cherries, peaches, apricots, plums, pears, apples. But for the most part, wineries, peaches, cherries, peaches, and apples. Those are the most common here. Yeah, you have like ground crops as well, like peppers and melons, watermelons, tomatoes. Yeah, you have some farmers doing that as well. A lot of manual labor for all this stuff. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of options. Don't have to make it if you don't feel up to it. Probably. Well, that's you got a sideways for the first one. A thumbs up for the second option. I'll go with some pasta. Your favorite is raspberries? Jess would disagree with you. Set up our GPS here. Why do trees lose branches? Disease? That's not good. Maybe too much rain? Could be. Real vanilla. Yep. Anything real vanilla is better. Vanilla we buy comes from Mexico. And it's real. I don't know. Why does nobody sell huckleberries? I don't know. What's our ETA for food? I don't need a itinerary. I just need an ETA. 30 minutes. Countdown started. That's gonna be a late lunch. Milo's going? Okay. Thanks for joining, Milo. Appreciate it. Oh. Well, you're welcome, I guess, Iron Thunder. Oh, enter in the contest, right. Let's do that. Before you bail out, and before I forget, I added you again. I did forget last time. Anyone else on here? I think everybody else has entered already. Oh no, you're right. Iron Thunder has not. Okay. Yeah, that would suck having your driving lesson while it's raining. What's that? Why can't you make the normal one? Ah, yeah, now that you're talking about your bike, all of a sudden I want to go for a bike ride. Oops, I didn't mean to fold up the Fisker. I see the smoke. I just, I know our AC keeps a lot of the smoke out. Probably, probably not a good idea to go out there, especially since we're going to be out there a bunch tomorrow. Yeah, I enjoy riding bike. Yes, it's a lot more dangerous, but it's fun being out there on a bike. Kind of cliche to say it's all about that freedom, but it is. It's the open air, the freedom, and the stuff you see. It's amazing how much more BRB bike ride back. Uh, how much more? It's amazing how much more you see of the world on your bike than in a car or a truck. Just removing the hood, removing the head, the roof, removing the A post. All of a sudden, you just see everything. You actually get to enjoy the environment as a driver. or rider. When you jump into a car after riding a bike, you feel like you're a caged animal. Running away from the cops is much more fun. Also deadly. Absolutely deadly running from cops on motorcycle. A lot more people get away from cops on motorcycle, but a lot more people die in the attempt of doing it too. Huh? Motorcycles is a very good first option for transportation, but it also is fun. No, I don't know that. Yeah, so this is the yard we want to buy. It's got a big rock in the middle, but whatever. Probably put a big storage here for equipment right in this corner. Oh no, not this yard. No, we don't want to buy that yard. We're buying a different yard. Never mind. Used to ride year round. Yeah, it wouldn't work over here. But it works on the where you don't get snow, or at least a lot less snow. Yeah, I guess in countries where you can ride bike all year round, it's a cheap transportation. Yeah, so that means we look at bike riders differently. We treat people on bikes differently in Canada than if we were in Belize or something. It's Farmer Joe with her tractor. Or slant nose Massey Ferguson. Since she's fertilizing, I think we'll do these transportation ones. Are we going to need a trailer? Not sure. Hey, we're not wearing the same color shirt this time. If she had a pallet fork in front of her tractor, I would steal her tractor, but she doesn't. Yeah, if you lived in Vancouver, you could definitely do year-round bike riding. If you live in Vancouver, riding bike would be advantageous as it's cheaper, more nimble. You can get through the traffic, get past all the traffic jams, and parking is so expensive in Vancouver. Parking a bike, I'm sure you can find a better spot to park your bike where it's cheaper. So I'm surprised we don't see a lot more bikes in Vancouver. It does rain a lot there. It does rain a lot there. Snow tires for bikes? Isn't that just a thing? I thought snow tires was made for everything these days. You can definitely get studded snow tires for bikes as well. That's more like a dirt bike tire style. Yeah, long stream. It's about to end, but yes, it's been a nice long stream. 2 hours, 45 minutes. We're having lunch a little bit late because I forgot to get hungry early. And now I'm famished. I'm not hangry yet. Yet. So I want a better place to park side by side. Maybe we'll park it here. Somebody asked me what I said in a video when I said, talked about a side by side on the highway. It's like, oh, people might not know what a side by side is. Well, people grow up in towns and stuff and don't know what a side by side is. Right, transportation. Do we bring the trailer? Let's see, where are these transportation contracts located? Delivering close to the same spot. Where am I picking them up? Oh, picking up both at the... Okay, we'll bring the trailer. We'll bring the trailer. Yeah, hence the name side by side, because two people can sit side by side on the ATV. Man, we had that many contracts and they're almost out of them. So Jess has been doing a lot of them. Uh-oh. Can I see that? Where do I find that map? The map doesn't work in Chrome. I don't have Firefox. Huh? Oh boy. Oh, creepy feeling. This doesn't feel right. Okay. I'm here. I don't know. Send it in a link in the chat. I'll copy it. Just send it to chat. Copy link. Paste. I'm not on YouTube. Really? Open a new tab. Go to site. There we go. The fire has crossed the highway. That's not good. Is the highway open? I don't know what this loading thing is. So the red dots are fires that have hot spots that have been 12 hours or less. Orange ones are 24 hours or less, and the yellow ones are older. So you can see how the fire is burnt out from the center. There's no longer hot spots in the center. So it's across the highway there. There's another one burning here. This is the new one. Got one burning up there. And then we've got one burning on the Coquihalla up here. And then we've got... Oh yeah, this is a US site, so I won't be able to see the ones that are north. Here's the ones that are burning by our place. So we live here. And this one started down here and has spread out. And this one started down over here and has spread way out. Likely these two are going to meet up. But at least this one no longer has fire near the road, so they've done a good job of getting it away from there. Hey, Rensme. So it's a US site, so you can't see very far into Canada with this. But this is what the southern little bit of BC looks like. It's all on fire. If you go further north, this is all on fire up here too. And then of course Washington's on fire. Yeah, this one up here is Osuyu's fire. That one right here is the Osuyu's fire. This is the Okanagan Falls fire. And they're calling this one the Eastgate Fire, and not the Manning Park Fire. That's what we're calling them. Yeah, we're on fire. That's why we have all the smoke. Oh, you sent another link. Oh, good. This one's on Chrome. Yeah, this one doesn't show hotspots. This one just shows active fires. All the red dots are new fires. And here's the outline of the current fire. You can see the flame where it started down here. So this is a Soyuz fire. That's the OK Falls fire. Let's go over to Eastgate Fire over here. So this is the one that is now across the road, even though it doesn't show it here yet. If it's too smoky, they can't map the fire. Let's go to the big one here. Yeah, that one burnt down the whole town here. It is burning out this way. Highway 8 is closed. They're trying to keep the fire from going across the highway. It looks like it already has crossed the highway a couple spots. And then you have an Ashcroft fire here. You got this Kamloops fire here. You've got this fire here. Another big one over here that's coming up right to the highway. I drove by that one. So that's why we have smoke. So yeah. Don't orange me, this map only shows British Columbia. So you can see southern British Columbia is on fire. Anyway, we're gonna probably call it a day here. Bring this down to where we're going to pick up the pallets, and then I think I'm going to save and quit and go get some food. Food. Good food. Yeah, it's a wrap. So yeah, thanks for everybody joining in. Chat. It was a good chat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't read chat while going down a hill. That would not turn out well. Getting emails. My phone is binging. I'm getting emails. Oh, really? That's just the ones that I downloaded the pictures earlier, the smoke, and it's just telling me I have those emails now. That's how long it took. 2 hours later, I'm getting the notification on my phone. Thanks, phone. I appreciate you being on the ball there. Sounds good, Rensme. I'll do that right as I bail out here. Alright, folks. You know the line. I'm out of here. You guys rock.